All right, welcome everybody. Welcome, Coach Noah here. Welcome to my channel. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure that you don't miss out on any more value. Turn your notifications on. If you're watching on Facebook, welcome to my Facebook page. But yeah, y'all, I'm very, very grateful. Grateful to be here. Grateful to have this opportunity to be able to share this with you guys. Shout out to anybody that has helped me get to this place where I'm at. Any leaders, anybody that's mentored me or shared any type of information with me that has helped me. I'm just very grateful, right? Very grateful. And I can't say that enough, right? I can't say how thankful I am. All right. So y'all, with that being said, let's get into it. Today I want to share with y'all something that has been helping out my trading. All right, this software called Signal Sniper. All right, and you've probably been hearing about it. You've probably been seeing me post about it and making videos. So yeah, I just want to break it down to you guys. And if you see this and it's an opportunity for you, all right, for you to lock in with me, be able to trade with me live, and use this software, all right, side by side, and profit. Okay, the screenshots that I share with you guys from the community, right? Those are real people, and you can get inside the community, and then you can start profiting with this. Okay, so Signal Sniper software. That's what I've been using, mixed with my own skill, right? I've drawn up my own analysis, but with this, using this as a confirmation has just taken my trading game to another level. Right. So what I'm gonna show you guys today is how to make $200 per day, even as a complete beginner. All right. Even if you have no idea how to trade, you've never placed a trade, you have no idea what trading is or even how to start. Right? I can take a complete newbie, get them locked in with this software, and get them to making at least $200 per day. Right. Well, this is a blueprint for you to make $200 per day. And you can follow this, right? So what this is going to give you is just a side hustle. It's only going to take 1 to 2 hours of your time, and you can do this 5 days a week. All right, soon to be 7 days a week. Well, it actually is 7 days a week because we now have a broker that will allow us to trade 7 days a week. Okay, so if you are watching this, then you have an opportunity to trade 7 days a week. Right, before it was just 5 days, but now the broker is allowing us to trade crypto, so we can trade 7 days a week. Right, so let me change that. 7 days a week. All right, but my best days trading are usually Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's usually my days that when I trade. Right, I'm gonna trade live inside the group on Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, so tomorrow will be our last day trading for this week. Okay, so you want to get locked in right now. I'm telling you, procrastination is going to keep you broke. If you keep seeing these opportunities, you keep seeing people share their results, and you're like, man, I want to do that too, but I'm just going to wait till it's the perfect time. Right? You're going to be waiting forever, wait until you die. There's never going to be a perfect time, right? You just need to take what you got, right, and invest where you can afford to lose and start right where you're at. Okay, even if it's just you can only afford to invest $25, $50, start off with that, right? Take 50 to 100, then take $50 out. Okay, withdraw 50, and then take that 50 to 100 again. And then once you get consistent in doing that, then you can start to scale up. All right, so if you need to start small, that's cool. And there's even an opportunity for you to start with none of your own capital. All right, the most minimal by getting a prop firm. Okay, a $50,000 account for $100. All right, so very little risk of your own money to get access to a large amount of money. Okay, that's what another opportunity we'll talk about here in a minute. And what the Signal Sniper is going to do for you is going to give you high probability setups. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to draw up your own setup. But on top of that, we're going to have confirmation with the Signal Sniper that's going to give us a high probability setup. Okay, and right now I'm noticing about 8 out of 10 wins with the Signal Sniper. Okay. Before I was winning about 6 or 7 out of 10 trades per, and now with the Signal Sniper, right, I'm winning at least 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10 consistently, right? So what this is going to be able to do, we're going to be able to aim for $200 per day, and that's going to equal $4,000 per month, right? It's pretty good starting off trading. All right, so why $200? All right, why not $1,000? Why not 10,000? Okay, so 200 is realistic for somebody just coming in a straight newbie. Okay, now I have seen people come in and they invested $25 and turned it into $10,000 in a couple weeks. Right, it does happen, but that doesn't happen for everybody. So what we want to do is give you a realistic goal. $200 is cool, right? You can hit that in about 1 to 2 trades and then be done for the day. All right, so what we're going to do, this strategy is getting small wins throughout the week is going to end in a big result. Okay, so we're going to hit $200, $200, $200. It's going to end in the week with $1,000. All right, so what we want to do is avoid over trading. That's why 200 is a good amount. Once we hit our goal, then we're done for the day. Okay, so you don't want to just keep over trading and getting greedy, end up giving back all your profit. Also, $200 is easy to scale. Okay, so once you're doing $200 per day, $1,000 per week, now we can start to add on accounts. Okay, you can add on another $50,000 account. Now you're making $400 per day. Okay, until you add on 5 accounts, and now you're making $1,000 per day. Okay, so what are the requirements? What are the requirements for this? You need a laptop or PC, right, to put the Signal Sniper on your device. But once it's on TradingView, right, once you do it on your laptop on TradingView, then you can use it on your phone wherever. Okay, so wherever you're logged in on TradingView, it'll be on your chart. So yeah, get to a laptop or PC, put it on your TradingView, and then once you got it on your TradingView, then you can use it on your phone. All right, so requirements is also going to take about 1 to 2 hours of your time. Okay, and I usually trade about 9 a.m. to about 10, 11. I try to be done by 11 o'clock. The Signal Sniper, right? So you need the download, right? The software. You're also going to need a prop firm account. Okay, so I use Take Profit Trader, and it's going to be about $100 for a $50,000 account. And also, I'm going to train you on risk management. Okay, so risk management is how you're going to keep your $50,000 accounts and continue to be able to get paid. Okay. We're not trying to over leverage. We're not trying to hurry up and get rich quick. We're using stop losses, using precise entries with the Signal Sniper, and making sure we're only taking a certain amount of loss if we do take a loss. All right, that's how you control your risk. That's how you use proper risk management. Okay. So how people always blow their account is they jump on, they take big lot size trades that your account probably can't handle, and then they blow their account in 1 to 2 trades because they over leveraged, they didn't use a stop loss, and now they blew their account. All right, so using proper risk management, that's how you're going to keep your account. That's how you're going to continue to grow. All right, but we'll have more training on that. All right, so moving on. What's the power of this, right? So this tool is going to empower you. It's going to give you 3 strategies in one. Okay, so you're going to have access to the wave catcher strategy. That's going to be one coach is going to teach that. There's another coach that masters the Fibonacci strategy, and then I'm leading the gold strategy, trading gold, and whatever strategy that fits you, right? Whatever coach that you want to stick with, right? Or you can jump on all 3 sessions, whatever you want to do. But that's what you're going to get with the power of the Signal Sniper, right? So you're going to get a tool that you can use that's going to give you an edge in the market. It's going to allow you to get precise entries. You're going to get the 3 strategies and get access to the live trade room, right, from these 3 coaches. And it's going to empower you, right? It's going to allow you to be able to start printing money from the market. And it's going to be your token. Okay, this is going to be your little secret jewel. All right, so the prop firms. How does the prop firm work? So there's companies out there that will give you prop money, right? Will give you an account from 25K to I've seen it up to $200,000 accounts, right? And they'll allow you to trade with this money. Well, first you got to get through a challenge. Sometimes it's 1 phase, sometimes it's 2 phases. And I've even seen prop firms do start you off with an instant funded account, right, where you don't have to go through any phases. But yeah, usually it's if it's 1 phase, it'll be about you got to hit 5% on the first phase, and then if it's a 2-phase account, you got to hit 8% profit, right? And then once you hit that, then you get access to the live account. So that's usually how it works, right? And then when you make profit, you can split it with the company 80. I've seen it from like 80 to 90% profit. So if you do lose the account, it's very minimal loss, right? Very minimal loss of your capital. A $50,000 account is going to be $100. So if you do lose the account, all right, you're only losing $100. You're not losing $50,000, right? But if it does go your way, now you're able to leverage off a $50,000 account and profit off of that, right? That's the plus side. So as long as you meet the target, which on the 50,000, you got to reach $3,000 in profit, then you get access to the live account. So once you meet that target, you follow the rules. Now you can trade with a $50,000 live account, and the profit that you make, you can withdraw weekly. Okay. The first withdrawal is, I believe, 14 days, right? After 14 days, and then after that, I believe it becomes daily to be able to withdraw. So yeah, prop firms is a good thing. It allows you to be able to use other people's capital, and that's what you want to do, right? You don't want to have to use your hard-earned money to try to leverage in the market, right? So how to make $200 a day, right? So for example, what we're going to do, you're going to get the $50,000 funded account, right? That's going to be $100 from Take Profit Trader. Once you have that, then you're going to jump inside the live trade room, and we're going to trade together. We're going to risk 5% per trade, and we're going to try to end the day with $200 to $250. All right. So usually takes about 1 to 2 setups. And then once we hit our goal, we're done for the day, right? So 1 to 2 trades per day. Okay. So like I mentioned before, risk management, right? So this is how you are going to be able to keep your accounts in scale. Okay. Most people can't do this. That's why they really waste money on prop firms, and they continue to blow accounts, because they can't use proper risk management for whatever reason. And it's really psychological, right? It's really mental. What you want to do to make sure that you're using proper risk management, right, is not over leverage. So on a $50,000 account, we're not taking more than 2 to 3 contracts at a time. Okay, so let me show you guys what I mean by that. So your account, right, the Signal Sniper will be on there. It will look like this once you get it on there. Okay, it'll say Signal Sniper at the bottom here. Okay, so what I mean by over leveraging. Okay, so we don't we want to take about like 2, 3 at the highest, right, of a trade. Three units, 3 contracts, whatever you want to call it. Um, we also want to always make sure that we're using a stop loss, right? So you come here, check off the stop loss, and make sure we set it at whatever I say to set it at, right? So on the live call, I'll tell you where to set the stop loss um, and where to set your take profit. Okay, so this is what it will look like, right? So when I tell you, like, let's say, for example, we're getting in for a sell, right? So you'll come here, you press this sell, you'll come here. Like I said, we're not risking more than 5% of our account. So like that. And we'll set the take profit. I'll give you the stop loss. And then you press this button here, right? Sell. This button will light up. Okay. So yeah, this button here. Okay. Click that and then you'll be officially in the trade. It'll show you your profit. All right. So I'll just do a little example. This is what it'll look like. All right. So we're in for a trade. See here, this is where it lists the profit. Okay. And then wherever we say take profit 1 is, you can shoot for take profit 1. We'll have take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3, and whatever you want to aim for, it's up to you, right? So whenever you want to take profit, you can. But like I said, we're aiming for about 200 to 250 per day. Okay, so obviously we'll risk a little bit more than 1 unit. But yeah, so we'll close this out in profit. All right, so that's how it will go. Okay, that's how it will go. You'll see the signal sniper. It also give us confirmation once we get the signal will pop up, either a sell or a buy. We'll get in trade, and then we'll get out a profit whenever we want, right? So that's how it goes, y'all. That's pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. Anybody could do that. All I did was press a couple buttons, typed in a few numbers. Okay, so where are we at? Okay, so we're going to follow the confirmation, right? We're only going to take A+ setups, so very high probability setups are what we're going to take on the live sessions. We're going to follow our confirmations, and then once we reach our goal, we're going to be done for the day. Okay, if we do take a loss, we'll just call it a loss for the day, but we're not going to do any revenge trading. Okay, so I usually, if I lose like 2 to 3 trades in a row, then I'm usually done for the day, and then I just step back, see where I went wrong, try to reanalyze, see where I could have got in a better entry or whatever for the day, and then I move on. Okay, I don't try to keep on trying to revenge trade. That's how you blow your account. If you take a loss, and then people just keep trying to get in for a bigger lot size, or trying to get in for more trades, trying to get more profit because they took a loss. Right, so you don't want to get into that mindset. Okay, so our routine is going to look like this here. 9 a.m. Eastern time, I'm going to be live trading Wednesday, Thursday. There's also other coaches inside the Discord. But yeah, so the daily routine, first hour, we're going to jump on, do our own analysis, check the news. Okay, so we always want to come over here, the Forex Factory. Where's it at? Right here. Right, we always want to come over here to Forex Factory, check out the news, see what's happening, because the news does correlate with how the market is moving, right? So when you see a red folder, that just means that there's going to be a lot of volatility in the market, right? Orange or red folder. Yellow folder is low impact, orange is mild, and then red is high impact, right? So anytime you see high impact folders, it just means there's going to be a lot of movement in the market. So you got to brace yourself, make sure that you're using the tight stop loss, because it's going to be a lot of rapid movement like tomorrow, right? So tomorrow is going to be a crazy day. You can see here starting about 7 a.m. It's going to be cracking 7 a.m. to about 8:45. Okay, so I start trading at 9 a.m. Eastern time, and we usually place our first trade about 9:30. I try to be done about 11. So all the news is going to be hit before our session. Okay, but I may catch a couple of moves in between the news, right? Because sometimes you can catch some really good moves on the news, right? Because it's going to move real crazy. So that means potential, a lot of profit, right? But it also is potential you could take a big loss, right? So that's why you want to make sure you have a tight stop loss. So just in case when that crazy move does happen, if it doesn't go your way, then your account is protected, right? So yeah, y'all. We always want to come check the news. Then we load the Signal Sniper, right? So this is where we put the Signal Sniper on TradingView. Okay, we have installation training, show you how to install it step by step. There's really no way that you can mess it up, right? And if you need help, then I can always jump on a Zoom meeting with you. All right, so once you have it installed, like I said, it'll say Signal Sniper right here. You'll see the signals, right? We also have version 2 that's out. This is the version 1. I just like the version 1 because it's a little bit more simpler. Version 2 is going to give you the entry, your take profits, your stop loss. It's going to list all that on there. Okay. And I'll show that on another video, version 2. Some people like version 1, some people like version 2, right? It's up to you. Okay, so we load the Signal Sniper. We wait for a clean setup. Once we see a setup, and then we'll execute. Second hour, we may take another trade if we see another setup. If we don't, then we'll just log our result for the day, and then we're done for the day. Okay, so 1 to 2 hours is all you need. Okay, that'll be the daily routine. Okay. If you're watching right now and you have any questions, you can ask them in the comments. I'll make sure to get to them at the end. All right. Income breakdown. Income breakdown, right? So this is what your income could potentially look like if you follow the blueprint. Okay, if you lock in. So like I said, we're aiming for about $200 per day. We're going to do that 5 days out of the week, $1,000 a week. 1,000 times 4 is going to be $4,000 a month, $50,000 a year. Okay, so obviously you'll have some weeks that are more than others, some that are less. Okay, but yeah, that's the goal. That's a realistic goal with day trading, just starting out, right? Aiming for $200 per day. Then as we scale up, right? Maybe after a couple months, you add on accounts, right? Let's say you add on 4 more $50,000 accounts. Now you're at $1,000 per day, 5 days per week, which is $5,000 a week, $20,000 a month. Okay. So yeah, it's just about the process, right? Just going through the process, and as you go, you can scale. All right. So results. So I want to show you guys some results inside of our Signal Sniper group. Okay. So once you get in, this is the Facebook group you'll be added to. You'll also be added to a Discord. Okay, so I just want to show you guys some results people have been seeing. Okay. All right, shout out to David, making $540 profit with the Signal Sniper. All right, shout out to Dave, bro, killing it always. All right, let's see. All right, so big congratulations to Chris Watkins. He passed his $50,000 evaluation with the Signal Sniper. All right, so like I said, on 50,000, once you reach $3,000 profit, then you passed it. Right now, you can trade with a live account. All right, so shout out to Martin G. Dimitrov. All right, making $1,100 $100. All right. Shout out to Kobe Williams. He said made $500 using the sniper across 4 combined accounts. Let's go. All right. So he has 4 $50,000 accounts. Made 500 on all of those. All right. It's like a $2,000 day. All right. All right. Shout out to Chris Watkins again, making $212. All right. Shout out to Brian Cobb. He's the creator of this group. All right. So yeah, you guys will get access to all these other leaders too as well. All right. But yeah, I could keep going on and on. Shout out to everybody that's killing it. Shout out to Martin, making $290 with the Signal Sniper. All right, so yeah, shout out to everybody killing it. Okay, so yeah, inside the group, we got people passing prop firms. We got daily and weekly payouts. You can see that it's just consistently winning. Okay, and like I said, it's all about scaling, right? So you start with $200 a day, and then eventually you scale up to add about 5 accounts. And then once you get to 5 accounts, you're making $1,000 per day. Okay, that's 5 prop firm accounts, $1K per day. All right, so what are you going to get? You're going to get access to the 3 strategies, also the other 3 coaches that are going to be in the live trade room, live weekly calls, 24/7 community support. You're also going to get the prop firm blueprint to be able to scale. And until Christmas, right, till midnight at Christmas, you can get access to the Signal Sniper for $99, and that'll get you inside the live trade room for 30 days. And then after that, it will be $97 a month. All right, so yeah, take advantage of this sale until Christmas. So you got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7 days, about a week. Okay, so yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you're just now joining on late, right, this is what the Signal Sniper looks like. This is the version 1. Version 2 is going to give you the entry, the take profit, the stop loss, and yeah, I just like using version 1, okay, because it's a lot simpler. It just gives you the sell or the buy signal. Okay. But yeah, y'all, if you want to get access to this and be able to trade live and scale with us, okay, get on this journey, go ahead and comment the word VIP. Comment the word VIP. I'll reach out to you and walk you through the steps, show you how to install this to your trading view, get inside the live trade room, and yeah, be ready to profit, right? So tomorrow we will be jumping on at 9 a.m. Eastern time to trade together as a team, and then that'll be our last trading day of the week. And then we'll meet back Monday for our weekly overview. Okay. So yeah, hopefully you guys got value from this. If you want to get access, go ahead and go to noahgotzi.com. noahgotzi.com, and you'll be able to go to the Signal Sniper software right here. Click this. It'll take you to pay for it. Once you pay for the Signal Sniper software, then let me know, right? Send me a screenshot. Let me know you're in, and then I'll get you inside the live trade room. Okay, so let's go, let's go, let's go. I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, you guys take care.